Welcome to another RS Wave Bitcoin update. Okay, so this pattern is a bit different, in my opinion, than what is going on with XLM and SNX, for example, right? Simply because of this pattern here. The only other way that I can count this pattern is basically this being an A wave. I don't see any alternative that makes much sense for this. Um, it's not an easy pattern to decipher. Corrective patterns aren't always that clear, unfortunately. So, look, it's definitely difficult when you get moves like this, right? You get extremely choppy moves, and stretched out zigzags can happen. They just can, right? It's part of the RES wave set of corrective wave components in the theory. This sort of thing can happen. Okay, so I suppose only the RES Wave members would know the extent of how that works. Um, and for example, uh, if you just wanted to have a look quickly at this wave, like you've got a 5 wave move potentially there, and then you've got a 5 wave move potentially there. Obviously, there's one there, and then you've got one there. So I mean, you you can't really say that's a 5 wave move. It's just something that it's called a trade-off. Sometimes you got to make them. I had to make a trade-off with the C wave in XLM. In this market, it looks like this particular move up recently was a C wave. Um, Digging a bit deeper into the, sorry, am I going back in or out? Going into the next pattern down, I mean, is it it's not immediately clear what's going on here because you've got 3 zigzags in a row. Okay, so that could be a type 1 week 5 wave move. Then you've got a zigzag, and then you've got like probably a 5-3-5 pattern there, right? So potentially you're looking at a D wave, right? And is the D wave complete yet? Well, yeah, I wouldn't bet on it, right? Look at the length of this wave A, extrapolate it out from there. It doesn't quite look there yet, right? And then what will happen after that is you'll get an E wave bounce, right? How much that bounces, I don't know. Nobody really knows. It might not be that severe. It might be a fake out. It could be a fake out. It might not even go that high. It may not make any sense at all and go a little bit further up, right? To be considered probably by an Eliotician as a double zigzag or something. These Elioticians have different ways of interpreting these types of moves. I mean, we just don't know, right? If it doesn't go up that high, then you can't call it a double zigzag, can you? I mean, it's to me the only thing that is necessary here is to see a 5 wave move and then see the bottom of it broken before we get a continuation. Okay, that's the main gist of it. In terms of what that means for the bigger picture, well, I think it's pretty safe to say that it'd it'd be a continuation to the downside, right? Now, I have mentioned in previous videos that I believe this is a wave one of a C wave. Okay, so you've got basically it's a zigzag, right? Um, you got 5 waves, a correction, right? I don't call this an ABC, by the way. Like that's another Eliotician thing. Um, this is it looks like a 5 wave move, right? And then this could be like wave two, right? Once we get to the end of it, and then you can have another zigzag down, right? You could just grind down like in this manner, right? And I've shown you, like, obviously that'd be wave three, and wave three can't be the smallest, so you'd get something similar. You just don't know where that's going. You don't know how long that zigzag for wave three is going to be. All you can do is try and trade it to the best of your ability, right? That's all you can really do. Okay, so I guess yeah, so that type of weak five wave move is basically an example that I gave you earlier, right? When I was zoomed into the 5 minute whatever. This is the same sort of pattern that we saw in XLM and SNX. Well, actually, yeah, XLM anyway, where you've got these basically five wave moves that are moving up in zigzags, right? And it's that type of thing. And then you got another one there, right? So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I believe that this is probably what's going to happen on the way down. And I mean, the corrections don't always have to be deep on those type of moves, right? Um, is there a chance that it could just turn into a straight five wave move down? Yes, it is. There is a chance, right? Remember, we're dealing with probabilities here. We're not dealing with certainties, especially when it comes to these type of wave components, right? So just say, for example, that there was one more wave to go, and let's just say wave E does go a bit higher, right? Which I'm not saying it will, but let's just for example, right? And let's just say that we're looking for like this to be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then we're just expecting one more move down, right? That's possible. Yes, it is possible. It's possible that you could just go down in a straight five wave move, right? I mean, this is the kind of pattern that I've been predicting for a couple of years now. Yes, I've changed my view a couple of times. These patterns are difficult. What can I say? Right, but if you go back through my profile, you will see when I had this type of view. Right, everyone thought I was crazy, so I thought, geez, I'm just gonna try and be positive with my analysis. But you know what? These days, obviously, I don't do that anymore. I don't think that way. Right? It's not good. It's just not good to doubt your own analysis. It's a very important point because these things can happen. Right? Whilst everyone else is betting that everything is going to go straight to the moon, and that's why you're getting a lot of these collapses happening around the market, the crypto markets, and it's because everyone basically thought this would go to the moon, right? Which is human psychology just doing its usual thing, right? So look, we just don't know whether or not that'll be the last wave, or it could be a wave three lower, right? A wave three, and then and then you're gonna get another wave. Like that could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you get another correction, and then you get another move lower. You know what I mean? Like, we just don't know. Okay, we just don't know. That's why we're tracking this, we're following it. But I did say the whole time though that we are trading bear market rallies, so we've got to be careful. So now instead of doing that, probably depending on which crypto you're trading, we should start preparing for some shorts, right? Some short positions, right? I know a lot of people don't like to short, right? But sometimes things go down. What can I say? Okay, and there's not much you can do about it. Okay, we just got to go with the flow here. Try our best to understand the pattern. Try to make sense of it. However we do it, however long that the E wave goes. Look, we're just going to have to wait and see. Okay. So hopefully you found this video interesting and informative. Thank you for watching.